Today I'd like to talk about results. Results are things that we get every day. Whether we try or don't try, whatever we're thinking about, we will get results every day. Now some days at the end of the day, we will say the results weren't so good today, or what a great day I had. But whatever happens every day, we do get results. What I'd like to do today is share with you some concepts that I believe if you buy into them and work with them will give you much better results. One of the things I'd like to talk about is the results triangle, and it is kind of a picture that will help us see how we can become more productive, more efficient in our day. First of all, at the top are results, which we get every day. We're going to get them. Whether we have a plan, whether we don't have a plan, we will get the results. What I would like to do is start at the base of the triangle, because the base is what holds everything else up. This triangle will tip over without a good base. If our triangle came straight down like this and we got a little bit of wind, it would tip over easy. If we've got a good solid base, we will be able to hold the triangle up. So as the principles of a triangle work, so does these principles, and that is that we're going to start at the bottom, and we're going to start with our vision, our purpose, and our mission. Our vision gives us just a foggy but view of where we want to be down the road, preferably many years down the road. It's really never too early to start thinking about what we want to do when we're 65, 75, 85 years old. A lot of people say, oh, that's so far down the road. We need to have some kind of a vision of what that would be. The second area that we need is a purpose. Why am I here on planet Earth? Why am I here? What's my purpose here? And that is a very key ingredient in helping us have a good day and a constructive day. And the last is my mission. And my mission basically is my commitment to make my purpose and my vision happen. That's all that is. Once I have established this, then I start on the next level, which are my principles and my values. My principles. Those are the rules that I'm going to live by. They're the rules for my life. They're the things that give me integrity. They're the things that keep me from making mistakes that are going to haunt me for many years. The principles, they're my guidelines. They're my rules that I'm going to live by. Secondly are my values, and my values are those things that I value, those parts of my life that I value. My family, my finances, my job, my friends. I really believe that it's important to prioritize those and decide what is the most important thing in my life. Is it my spiritual? Is it my friends? Is it my job? But it is important to prioritize so that we have something to look back on and say, this is important to me and it comes first. Once we have established this, we have a base. We kind of have a picture of where we want to go. It's very foggy, but it's a picture. The next thing I need to do is sit down and say, where do I want to be 5 years from now? What do I want my life to be like 5 years from now? What do I want my job to be like 5 years from now? What do I want my family to be like 5 years from now? How old will my kids be 5 years from now? What do I want happening with them 5 years from now? Laying all of this out, 5 years. Now, many people will say, but 5 years, everything changes, technology changes, everything changes, and that is correct. Everything does change, and this, as we look at it today and put it down on paper, will probably not be like that in 5 years, but what is amazing is we will be way ahead of that in 5 years if we start with a plan. The next thing that we need to do is put in a one-year plan, and in that one-year plan, I need to divide my 5 years up, but the mistake many people make is dividing it into fifths. The first year is the most difficult of all. It's the year that we get started, we're learning, we're educating ourselves. There are things that are going to come up that we didn't anticipate, and if we get 1/10 of the way there our first year, we should probably celebrate. If we get 1/5 of the way there, we will reach that goal in 2 to 3 years, and that's okay also. One of the things that most people have difficulty working on a 5-year plan, but a lot of people kind of put together a 1-year plan, and they do that right around January 1st, and they call those New Year's resolutions. And New Year's resolutions are great. They're great things. They are kind of a plan that we would like to have next year in different areas of our life, depending on how many New Year's resolutions we have. But the bottom line is, for most people, by the end of January or February, those New Year's resolutions are gone. They've left us because we looked at it as a 1-year thing, and that's difficult. Had we, at the beginning of that year, then in January say, okay, if I want this to happen this year, what do I have to do next month? Our monthly plan. What do I have to do next month to make this yearly plan happen? So I lay out a plan. If I were to do that every month, the chances of my New Year's resolutions happening would be much greater. After the month, we break it down further. Okay, if I'm going to accomplish this month, what do I have to do this week to accomplish this month? And I get this into my planner, and I work on planning now. And then if I'm going to accomplish these things this week, what do I need to do today to make this happen this week? What do I need to do tomorrow to make this happen? What do I need to do the next day? When we do that, our results, which is what we started talking about, will increase dramatically. When we have a plan like this, we will be happier with life, our results will be better, and we will smile a lot more.